What's going on, guys? Brent 31. Appreciate you guys tuning in. So broadcasting to you guys today from a new location that you probably haven't seen before, my camouflage bat cave. So recently I've been assembling gear, uniforms, weapons, and equipment from my second deployment 2004 to Najaf, Iraq with 1st Battalion, 4th Marines. And in the process of looking for a lot of that stuff, I stumbled across some stuff that I essentially long forgotten that I retained. And that is stuff from my recruit training. And one thing in particular is I literally stumbled upon my boot camp knowledge, okay? So I thought it'd be cool to just do like an unboxing video because I have not looked at this in 22 years, guys. Since I left the recruit depot, I have not opened this thing up. So I thought it'd be cool to give you guys a first-hand look at it. And, you know, I've got a couple other things here from that time period that are just kind of interesting and unique. One of them is this M16A2 weapons component mat. So you lay this out on recruit training and, you know, put your parts and receivers and all the other stuff associated with the M16A2 service rifle on here. And that's how you would learn how to disassess your weapon. So another thing I have over here is like a boot camp yearbook, essentially. So, but nonetheless, the main ticket item, guys, is this right here. This is going to be fascinating. So I wanted to give you guys an up-close look. I have not opened this yet. I wanted to I wanted my reactions to be genuine, and hopefully there's no like brown recluse spiders or anything living in this thing when I open it up, because I've not been in here in a long time, and God only knows what the hell's in this book. So let's jump on in. All right, guys, so this is my my knowledge from recruit training. So I went to recruit training in MCRD San Diego, part of hotel company. My platoon was 2089. We'll dive into that in the yearbook here in a second, but this is what recruits got at the time for knowledge. And I mean, it looks like I got pretty much everything here. So we'll come back to this and talk about this here in a second. But this was your knowledge book. So it was just a little like 3-ring binder. It was in a woodland camouflage pattern. You guys can see it's fading. And, you know, all of the knowledge that you were expected to retain was contained inside this book here. Now, it's got a little band here. Obviously, this band has been, you know, it's old and been stretched out, but these were just 2 boot bands, and the drill instructors had you make this early on. And so you'd puncture some holes through one of the binders, and then you take 2 boot bands, and then you would tape it, and then that would hold your book together so it wouldn't flop on out. So that was that. But obviously it's, you know, stretched out now. But let's go ahead and actually, before I open this, you guys can see on the back here on the spine, it's just some like medical tape, and then my name is actually going to be stamped on the book itself. So using a stencil kit, that was one of the things that all the recruits had to do. So you knew exactly whose knowledge it was. I also see Marine Corps emblems getting kind of hard to see because it's so old, but it's there. So let's open this up. Oh, you guys thought I was joking, man. There's like brown recluse spiders and shit in here. Dead ones anyways. This was kept in a storage shed, so it's been a while. What is this? Battalion Commander's Knowledge. Okay, so this looks like a study sheet of some of the things you were expected to learn as a recruit Marine. Yep. So that's pretty interesting. What else we got here? Looks like some sort of little tool container. I just pulled that off. So a little ruler, so you can measure, you know, uniform items and stuff like that. Looks like some government-issued ink sticks is what you call it in recruit training. There's a highlighter, a pencil. There's all kinds of little things in here. Another mechanical pencil, some boot strings. So we had black jungle boots at the time, guys. We were wearing M81 woodland camouflage. So, and then some boot bands. I think these were for our uniforms for like graduation, so you're like service Charlies and stuff. Sorry about that, guys. I had take a little intermission. I had dogs barking and cars pulling up and all kinds of crazy shit going on. So, anyways, got a little pencil pouch in here that went inside your little 3-ring binder. You guys can see it has a woodland camouflage pattern, so that's pretty cool. What else we got in here? Some miscellaneous papers. Yeah, so this is funny. So it's like all the drill instructors and pretty much chain of command in recruit training at that time. So it says Series Gunnery Sergeant, Staff Sergeant O'Toole, Commander, Captain Clemens. So that was all stuff you were expected to learn. So recruit knowledge. Table of contents. So this book is just packed with just information that you know, you as a recruit Marine were expected to learn. So, and you'd carry this in your cargo pocket going to you know, classes and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of skimming through this, guys. Paper so you can take notes. Oh, this is funny. There's like a calendar of recruit training there. So that was me keeping track of like how many days had passed and stuff like that. So when you're recruit training, guys, I mean, it is absolutely brutal. So you can just you know, like count chows, how many times you go to chow and stuff like that. But let's see, on the back you got your general orders on the back side of the cover. So that's pretty interesting, guys. Again, I haven't seen this in almost 22 years. So that was kind of cool to open this up and check this out and see it again. I don't know what the deal with this is. Maybe, I think we put these on our canteens and whatnot. So when we went to turn in our canteens, maybe I just threw those tags on the cover. But looks like we got the code of conduct here. So that was the knowledge. What do we have here? So this is basic warrior training. So part of recruit training at MCRD San Diego is you spend the kind of like the first half at the Marine Corps Recruit Depot, and then you'll go up north to Camp Pendleton and you'll do your field training. So this looks like it's some sort of like basic skills and subjects pertaining to like basic infantry stuff. So you guys can see you got the Alice pack there. Oh, how to assemble a half shelter. I mean, we used all that stuff when I went to recruit training. So, canteen cup. It's talking about rattlesnakes, I presume, because they're on Camp Pendleton. Just different insects. Camouflaging your face, I saw. Yep. Face camouflage. Different firing positions and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. That's a knowledge book based on your basic warriors subject and things of that nature. So here's the data book. So the data book would have been me going to the range and qualifying on the range with an M16A2 service rifle. So you guys can see the Rifleman's Creed, you know, made famous by Full Metal Jacket. So this one starts talking about weapons handling. So this is M16A2, guys. So iron sights. We didn't have optics back then. It talks about zeroing, your BZOing, and then you can see just all the shooting. So what I'm going to have in here is, you know, just my my impacts and stuff like that, all annotated. So like this is 200 yard rapid fire. So you can see all this stuff. I would assume the red pen is probably the PMIs. So like the PMIs are marksmanship coaches essentially on the range helping the recruits. So I'm just flipping through this. So I was actually the platoon high shooter. So what does that say? I shot a 236. So I know I can piggyback here off of something else because I got this little gem here. And this says, the commanding officer takes pleasure in awarding this certificate to Private First Class Brent A. Downing. And I'm going to have to block out my social there because they used to put the full social on all these awards for shooting a 236 out of a possible 250 points. And essentially, it says I'm assigned to Platoon 2089, Platoon High Shooter, and that was that. So out of my platoon, 2089, I was the highest shooter in that particular platoon. So that's pretty cool. So that's the knowledge. Let's go to this yearbook, essentially. So nothing crazy with these. So these are just, I remember the beginning of this is essentially it's not even pictures of us really. It's just kind of going to through the process of recruit training. The whole like first half of this is just generic photos of Marine recruits doing different tasks, and it's talking about the different things like swim qual and all the stuff you do in recruit training. And then you get towards the back, so it's like talking about the rifle range right there. So, but anyways, fast forward, and then the back half of the book actually is pertains to you and has some actual pictures. But this was my platoon. These were our 4 drill instructors. We had 3 primary drill instructors, and then this guy showed up towards the end. So, but if you guys can see, I should be, yep, there I am right there. So, this guy right here, he ended up going to Bravo 14 with me. This guy was a friend of mine. He enlisted out of the same recruiting station that I went to. So we knew each other, and then we went to recruit training together, same platoon, went to the school of infantry together, and then after we graduated from the school of infantry, I think he went to 1-7 at 29 Palms, and then I went to 1-4. So he and I kind of parted ways, but that was that. There's not too many general pictures in here. I marked this one because I think there's one picture where you can kind of see me. Yeah, right there behind the guide. Let's see. Getting close there. It's my brain housing group. So, but anyways, that was it, guys. That was the boot camp yearbook. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, I haven't looked at that in almost 22 years. So, it's pretty cool to stumble across that, and hopefully I continue to find other interesting things. And appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.